Welcome to the EdgeVerse Techcast, the podcast where we explore the software, tools, and technologies helping developers build the next generation of intelligent edge applications with NXP. Today, we're talking about something exciting for automotive developers. If you used Application Code Hub for our secure connected edge portfolio, you'll be happy to know Automotive has officially joined the experience, making it even easier to discover software projects and get up and running quickly.
That's right, Bridgette. So the Application Code Hub has become a great place for everyone to find software examples. There's reference applications and getting started content. So now the automotive developers can take advantage of those same experiences. Whether they're evaluating hardware or beginning a new project, they can use the Application Code Hub. I actually got to see this firsthand a few weeks ago, Bridgette, when I was in Bucharest. We had a developers group meeting where both the automotive team and the secure connected edge teams were talking about how can we make the experience even better for customers in the Application Code Hub. And one of those people happened to be our guest today, Stefan Vlad.
Sounds like another fun trip that somehow didn't include me, Kyle.
That's right.
Stefan, welcome to the EdgeVerse Techcast. Thanks for joining us today. Before we jump in, can you quickly tell our listeners a little bit about yourself and what you do at NXP?
Yes. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Bridgette. My name is Stefan Vlad, and I'm an application engineer, part of the Analog and Automotive Embedded System, which is a software development tools team.
Well, thanks for being here, Stefan. And I want to get started with the big picture. Application Code Hub has become a valuable resource for many developers using NXP products. What made this the right time to bring automotive into the platform, and what problem are we solving for engineers?
Yeah, so we had an upcoming event, Embedded World, in March. We decided to bring there these new applications, publish them on Application Code Hub, and to also show the demos we have prepared there. We had the demos and some classes with applications like FRDM S32K312 CAN communication. We also had secure encrypted Ethernet and the 12-volt motor control through CAN application.
Well, I remember hearing all the feedback, and the automotive applications were definitely a big hit in the Freedom Lab. Developers want to be able to get hardware on their desk and start building as fast as possible.
Stefan, there has been a lot of activity. Since Embedded World, the automotive team has been on fire. On our side of the fence, on the secure connected edge, we try to contribute to the Application Code Hub as regular as possible. Now we look over our shoulder and your team is contributing really great content. Can you talk about some of the new content that you guys have contributed? What projects specifically have you been a part of?
Yes, Kyle. So I have been part of many applications. I have started with developing the motor control application for S32K344, then the S32K312, and the S32M276. I've started with the work done from our team in Rozhnov. They were developing the motor control applications. We started to update those with the new RTD software that we have for this launch in Embedded World. Then we also helped the team in Mexico to port the applications present at the Embedded World, like USB power delivery, secure Ethernet, SmartCAN gateway. Then after that, we had a new team in Sibiu, where we started adding a lot of fun applications related to the university courses that were based on the S32K144 boards. We looked at those applications and we started to port them to the S32K3 family and using mikroE boards in order to simplify the hardware connections so that the user can buy and plug and play these modules. We designed the applications like brake, vehicle comfort, lights, steering, transmission control to use these microelectronica clickboards.
Yeah, it's really cool. For the listeners, if you go to the Application Code Hub, the team has done a great job of providing pictures. I think, Stefan, you've been a big part of that too. But as you just mentioned, the brake application, the vehicle comfort and lights, these are really cool because they're at that application level. If you're working on an automotive application, these are the ones you're going to want to work on. The more applications that your team continues to contribute just makes it more and more valuable for customers to visit.
And I know that it's a lot of work getting everything prepared for customers in ACH, and both of you guys both know this well. But Stefan, when you open up the ACH to show a customer, what project do you usually start with?
Well, we have multiple interesting projects, but my favorite one is the ADC temperature sensing project. That was like a requested project on the NXP community. But previously there was like some threads with some old RTD version 2.0, which were not updated. And we decided we need to bring it up to date with the latest RTD 7.0. Since in the automotive industry, the chips are used in different environments and they need to measure the temperature in order to change the behavior of that subsystem, let's say. Also, we then updated the ADC TempSense examples to plot data using the FreeMaster debugger tool so that you can see a graphic on the PC with the temperature.
Well, I know FreeMaster is definitely a favorite tool amongst the developers, and that's a very cool approach. Sometimes it's nice for the first project. It doesn't have to be the most advanced one. It's the one that really helps you understand the tools and the workflow so you're ready for bigger applications in the future.
Yeah, Stefan, you mentioned the ADC temperature project. It doesn't sound fancy, although you did say a lot of customers have requested it. But I think the most important thing about the Application Code Hub is that because it's not complicated, they can focus on getting set up, working with the software, understanding how everything integrates, and then more importantly, how to use it within the S32 Design Studio platform. Now let's assume that the customer invites you back. You did the ADC temperature sensing demo. They love the Application Code Hub. What is maybe a more complex software concept that you've seen in the Application Code Hub that the customer would want to engage after they've got started?
Yes, guys. So I think the most complex project is the motor control application because that implements a lot of the peripherals like ADC, BCTU, EMIOS, trigger mux, LCU, SEUL, and UART, which are like a lot of them. But there are some new applications like the brake status that measures the resistive pressure sensor with the ADC. And then it uses the Flex.io peripheral to control the addressable LEDs, which are based on the WS2812. We also have the transmission control and steering applications that are using the servo clicks that have the NXP PCA 9685 to control a servo motor.
Stefan, what makes Application Code Hub different from simply downloading automotive software examples?
So, Bridgette, I think that Application Code Hub introduces a complete setup with all the tools needed to install. We have included the S32K3 Freedom Automotive Bundle with one-click installer. We also then provide the documentation in the README files for inside each application on Application Code Hub with the complete hardware and software requirements, alongside some nice pictures of the setup and the results for running the application. And now we also have added new applications for the new Freedom S32K356 and the S32K358 boards that offer 2 cores and the higher MCU clock of 240 megahertz, and with new example like multi-core UART communication.
Wow, you are a busy man, Stefan. You've done a great job of explaining how automotive has adopted the ACH. You've started contributing great applications, and you've explained how customers can take advantage of it. You've shown where engineers can find things in the Application Code Hub. You've highlighted some of the great projects that they should explore. In the end, you just made it seem really easy for all those engineers to get started using the Application Code Hub. If you're listening and you're evaluating NXP hardware, you're trying to learn how to get engaged with the automotive software, or you're looking at that next project, I think Stefan sold you on using the Application Code Hub to get started.
That's right. Stefan, thanks so much for joining us today and giving us a behind-the-scenes look at everything happening with Automotive Application Code Hub.
Yeah, thanks, Bridgette. Thanks, Kyle, for having me. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad Kyle convinced me to join after our conversation, and maybe a couple of beers here in Bucharest.
Yeah, maybe a couple.
See? Good things happen when Kyle picks up the first round. Thanks again, Stefan, and thanks to everyone listening. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. If there's a topic you'd like us to cover, we'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, everyone, keep innovating, explore these terrific automotive projects in the Application Code Hub, and we'll see all of you on the next EdgeVerse Techcast.